Good morning. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to be here, and congratulations, Shobha, on the start of the school. It gives me great pleasure to be here. I've known Shobha now for over a decade. She was in my course in the year 2016, and so I've seen her grow over the last 10 years. And I can say without a doubt, if you are here, you know her too, and she is determined, she is committed, and she loves the work that she's doing. So congratulations, Shobha.
Thank you.
It's also been a pleasure to meet Shobha's family. You can see from her dad and her mom and her siblings how proud they are of what she's accomplished. And I think credit goes to them also for raising someone like her. So congratulations to the whole family on the start of Nido. When you walk into the classroom here and you look at all the things, you're probably wondering, where did she get that from? Who manufactured that? I wonder who the carpenter was for that shelf. And that's great, right? Because we're all walking in wondering, where did she get the metal inset from? But I think if Montessori herself was here today at the inauguration, maybe her question would be slightly different. I think what she would be asking really is, what kind of humanity is going to emerge from this space? And I think that is what has brought us here today. I think that is the vision of the place. Of course, you need infrastructure to do this. You definitely need money to start a school and do this. But for it to survive, you need conviction. For it to last a lifetime, it needs commitment. And I think it needs what I like to call a stubborn faith in the child. And I think we Montessorians are quite good with that. I think we carry the badge, we are stubborn quite nicely, not in a bad way, because we have this really strong, stubborn faith in the children. And I think you need that if a school's going to survive way beyond us, way beyond the person, then you need that kind of stubborn faith. And I have no doubt Shobha has it. So this Nido that she's called her school is such a lovely name, right? It means a nest. It implies a place of security. It implies a place of nurture, love. And it's a little home. And I really hope that everyone who walks through these doors feels that energy, feels that intangible love, security that the place promises to offer. I think in a Montessori classroom, materials seem to know what to do. Thank God. They just seem to know what to do. You will never hear the long chain of 5 saying, don't put 15 here, put 20, not 15. Come on, move it. Not 15, 20 needs to go here. You're never going to hear a cylinder block say, no, that's not the hole, not this one, not this one, not this one. You're never going to hear the cylinder block do that. You're never going to hear a little glass jug in a tray say, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, I'm going to fall now. You're never going to hear that material do that. Thank you. The materials seem to, can I just scream? Yeah, okay. So the material just sort of seems to instinctively know what to do, or how to be, or what to say. And sometimes the material does it really quietly, and sometimes it's a loud crash. But the material seems to quite know instinctively what to do. Just by being on these shelves, they seem to know what to do. But can we say that really about ourselves is another question. Do we just know instinctively what to do because we are in a space, and especially a space with children? Do we just really know what to do? It's something we really have to think about. Because this is a space, like I said, if Montessori was here, she'd probably ask that question, right? What kind of humanity will emerge from here? So I want you to look at this space, thank you, not as a school. Yeah, don't look at it as a preschool in a conventional way that you think about as a school. Look at it as a space in which the foundations of peace are going to be sown one day at a time, one child at a time, at a slow, organic pace that it needs. Because a child who's waiting for his turn is really working at a peaceful humanity. A child who's able to share with another child something that they're doing together in a group is working towards a peaceful humanity. A child who knows how to resolve a conflict without violence is working at a peaceful humanity. So it looks like these children are doing cute little things, rolling mats, building towers, washing hands, sweeping up a floor, mopping up some water. It looks quite sweet, quite cute that they're able to do all this. But deep down, they are actually working on creating a more cohesive, peaceful humanity. Because they are going to be tomorrow's future. And it's undeniable that they're going to be tomorrow's future. We may not even live to see that future, but they are going to be tomorrow's future. So this space here is peace at work. It's peace in action. And that's what we need to hold each time we come into this space, each time we work with the children in this space, each time we interact with parents in this space, staff in this space, support staff in this space. This is really the vision that we have to hold, that this is what it is. I think it takes a lot of courage to start a school, definitely. I think it takes tenfold courage to start a Montessori school. Because you have to constantly defend the choice of starting a Montessori school. You have to constantly let people know why you have chosen to start a Montessori school. And again, because like I said, we have stubborn faith, it's easy for us to do that. But it takes a lot of courage to start something. And it takes a lot of courage to stay to the ethos of why we started what we started in the first place. And it takes day-to-day conviction to hold good to that ethos, which is not easy. It's really not easy to do that. It's so easy to succumb to pressure, parental pressure, staff pressure, your own anxiety about are we doing the right thing or not. But it takes a lot of courage to stay to the ethos. And Shobha, I wish you and your team immense courage to stay to the ethos. But I also think it takes a lot of courage from parents to put children in a Montessori school. Because yes, we have to defend why we do what we do. But as parents, you have to defend why you have chosen to put your children in something that one, no one's heard about. Two, what do you mean she's going to be sweeping a floor? Like how long will she do that? Right? And you're trying to convince them, no, she will learn math from sweeping a floor. And they're like, what? She's not going to learn any math from sweeping a floor. She's going to get a floor swept. That's all she's going to learn. So as parents, you're going to find yourself defending your decision. And that's not going to be easy. It's just not going to be easy. And sometimes your hardest critics are going to be your family members, your parents, grandparents, your own siblings are going to wonder, what are you doing? There's Oak Ridge, put her there. And so you'll have to defend the decision you've made. And if you want a better future for your own child, and if you want your child to be a contributing member to that future, then stick with your decision. Keep that courage, stay put, stay grounded in your decision. Find the courage to defend your child, because this is about your child. Don't succumb to the pressure of comparison, because it will happen. I mean, I've been in many social circles with my own friends, and I don't have any children, so I can easily sit back and watch the drama unfold, in the sidelines. But I can see all my friends saying, you know, my son can do this, can yours? My son can do this, can yours? My daughter can do this, can yours? And if your child can't, you wonder, like, what am I doing wrong? She can, why can't mine? Don't do that, because there is no point in that. And I think we think children don't know when there's a comparison going on, but children know. Whether it's loudly done or whether it's quietly done, they know. And you know, I think scientists, if they could figure out how children can detect things, we'll be in a much better place in science. But children just seem to have this intuitive way to know what's happening or what's being said, or when there's been a comparison, they seem to know. So let's not do that to our children. Let's not put them through that. Because anything to develop is going to take time. Even a flower, if it's going to bloom, it's going to take its time. You will never hold a flower and say, come on, I'm going to make you bloom now, and pull the petal out. Try doing that, you will destroy the whole flower. The same holds true for our children. We can't move them at a faster pace of blossoming. We can't do that. They will do it at their own time. If we decide to pull the petal out to get them to blossom, we will just do damage to that flower that's taking its time to blossom. So let children have a childhood. Let it not be a race to who can add fast, who can read fast, who can skip count fast, or you know, who can do mental math fast. Let's not do that. Let's not make childhood a race for our children. Let them have a childhood that they deserve. And your children here will get that space to do that. And academic learning, I think, will be a byproduct of what else will happen at the moment. And that's what you want. That's really what you want. Because no parent, if I was to ask you, what is your goal for your child? No parent sits here and says, doctor, engineer, scientist. You all want your children to be happy, successful, determined, loyal, committed, hardworking, people who people can depend on. And that's what the education your children will get. So hold on to that courage. Ask a question if you don't know. I'm not asking you to simply trust because I trust, Shobha. I'm asking you to trust from knowledge and experience. So come to meetings when you're called. Come to dialogue and orientations when you're invited. Come. That's the only way to build knowledge. And the more knowledge you build, the more you see, the more you'll trust. And if you trust, you will pass that trust on to your child, who can then have a successful experience and journey in the space that's provided. So good luck to you, parents. Yeah? Courage. Stubborn faith. Okay, you got to have it. But to the teachers and all the staff that's going to be here, this is your home now. This is your home. You will be here for a lot of the day. You will invest your time, you will invest your energy, you will do so much for this space to make it your own and to give your very best to all the children who come here. So you also, credit to you, please give yourself a pat on your back. You also need a lot of courage. So I think you can sum up Montessori in 2 words, stubborn and courageous. I think that seems to be the theme. So you need a lot of courage as a teacher because you will be faced with day-to-day happenings that are most unpredictable. I think that's the beauty of the job as a Montessori teacher. It's so unpredictable. You don't know what will happen one moment to the other. You don't know which child is coming in a little upset or which child is really happy, which child wants to share something with you. You have no idea what's going to happen from one moment to another. And I think that's what makes the work of the teacher so exciting because it's so dynamic. It's not static, it's so dynamic. And so I wish for you to remain what Montessori called the dynamic link. Hope you can connect children to what they love, what they like, what their interests are, because then you will see this blossoming happen in your classrooms quite effortlessly, quite spontaneously. And you need that. And if you can do that, be that link for the children and look beyond the material as a curriculum, or does she know this, does she not know this, is it a tick list? If you can look beyond that, you will find your faith, your stubborn faith in the children. It takes an entire community to get anything off the ground. And it takes an entire community to get education off the ground too. So I think we're all here because we're all equally responsible for what's going to happen in the space that's been created for the children. We all have a say, maybe not for the children right here, but we all have a say in what the generation is going to be like in the future. And so I really hope and I wish that this place stays true to its word or its name forever, a space that is secure, loving, and embodies all of it that Nido embodies. So good luck, Shobha. All the very best. Good luck to everyone who's involved. And good luck to all the children who will come here. Yeah? May they be this bright humanity that we hope for. Thank you.